Thank you for watching this video first and foremost. I just want to appreciate all of you. If this resonates with you, please click the like button. Today I just want to talk about Satan's little season and what that means for me and how it just woke me up to basically what's going on. At first I did not totally believe in the Jesus story. And that's because it just didn't make any sense. It didn't make logical sense. There were so many contradictions. Jesus saying he's coming back soon. It's been thousands of years. And I'm like, oh, he's either telling the truth or he isn't. Then I started diving deep. And what really got me to this place is I went into, started learning about Tartaria and the old world buildings and how these buildings were created. And how we don't even have the technology. We do have the technology, but they didn't have the technology to even create such intricate, artistic buildings that are so beautiful and still exist to this day. Everything that we create is adverse to that. Everything we create is square, and it would make sense because Satan is synonymous with Saturn. Saturn, the devil, is about blocks, squares, keeping you contained, the matrix, this system that it's not working. It's not working. It's built on freedom, but it's not real true freedom. It's giving you the idea of freedom, but it is spiritual slavery. A lot of people have left the church because of the corruption in the church, included the corruption in the church, the lies in the church. And so I couldn't get with it. I couldn't understand it. So I separated myself from it. And I separated myself from anything that doesn't resonate spiritually with me. But this resonated and it hit home and it increased my faith in Yeshua that he's real. His stories are real. He was telling the truth. When he said, I come back soon, he did come back soon. And thankfully, we have AI now. Because when I was young, when I was asking these questions when I was young, no pastor, no preacher can answer them. Now, I just get on AI and I started having a spiritual debate. I went to AI and I started asking it about Yeshua and what is the likelihood of his return already happening, and it gave me so many facts. So Josephus, and this is what I got. I'm just going to share this with you because this is what I was studying. Josephus did speak about in 70 AD about some war in heaven, that people witnessed seeing some kind of battle happening in the sky, and he saw a sword in the sky. And I was like, why am I just now hearing about this? That was 70 AD. That was in their lifetime. Yeshua was telling the truth. When he said, I return quickly, he did return. People keep waiting, even right now, people are waiting for some rapture to happen on September 23rd. It ain't gonna happen. Rapture already happened, okay? And maybe it did happen on September 23rd or years ago, but Yeshua already came. We're in Satan's little season. And this explains so much corruption that's going on within the world, within the system. Everybody's working for the system, paying taxes to the government. And no matter what country you go to, you still gotta pay taxes. You still gotta work your entire life. And that's not God's intention for us. That's not God's intention for any of us. That's why it doesn't resonate with anybody. That's why it doesn't resonate with young people. We're all going through this like awakening. It's like, why am I doing this? If they could build all these creative buildings, do you think they were working 40 hours a day for some company to create something so beautiful? Do you think they were creating beautiful works of art if they had to work 40 hours a day? The God of this world is Satan. And he's pulling the strings right now. You can't even be famous or be in a position of power without giving some part of your soul away, without giving some part of your integrity away, without showing allegiance to this dark evil. Look at all the famous people. Look at the politicians. Look at it. Anybody who is in a place of power, even doctors. Everyone is pledging allegiance to some dark force, which is it's about making money. And even Yeshua was talking about you can't serve God and money, mammon. And the world keeps just getting darker and darker and darker. It's not getting closer to the Christ consciousness. It's getting away from it, the world as a whole. And you gotta say, well, what is going on? You can't look at a music video without seeing some reference to Satan or get glorified Satan. And I'm spiritual, but I'm not trying to do the whole Satan thing, you know what I mean? I say all that to say that my faith has increased in Yeshua because I truly believe that evil is real, Satan is real, the Statue of Liberty is Satan. I had made a video about that, but when I started going to AI and I started trying to present my argument and I wanted it to help me understand my thoughts, okay, prove to me that this is real. And you can do that with AI. And it was because I was referring to a lot of contradictions in the Bible, especially when it came to the resurrection of Yeshua. And AI explained to me that most of those depictions were made years later, and people forget. And when you're doing word of mouth, people are going to have different point of views of what they saw. Oh, that makes sense because it does happen in real life. I made some videos about why I didn't believe the Bible because of the contradictions, but it wasn't written at the same time. It was written years later, and then Yeshua returned. If you believe the Bible and you believe what Yeshua says, he says he was going to return soon. And we look at the books of Josephus, and Josephus has an account where there was some heavenly battle or something that happened, and you can look that up yourself. And I'm like, what? This is really crazy. I want you guys to do your research and tell me what you think about Satan's little season in the comments below.